I did during my time there. I pitched Donald Glover was the host, and I pitched him a song, and he loved my song. Right?
Oh yeah.
He was so cool to me and so nice to me, and he was like, "Where did you record this?" And I was like, "There's a studio in across the hall if we want." And he's like, "Take me to the studio."
Oh shit.
And I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And so he goes over. He doesn't know any of the words. He just listened to my song one time. He's like, "I really like this." And he was like, "Do you sell music?" He blew so much wind into my sails when I was like, having a rough time.
Yeah.
He made me feel like $1 million, and he was
That's
like,
so cool.
He was like, "You should sell music for like real music." And I was like, "No." The answer is no. But I'm like, "This is so nice."
Yeah.
But he ended up recording vocals on a demo track that I had written for him as a pitch to him for a sketch, right? Wow. And he like didn't know any of the words, so it's just him doing like wah, very like what was his big song? Redbone. Very Redbone style singing like backup stuff on it. And I'm like, this is insane. Like I'm like losing my mind.
Can you say what the song was? Like,
so
what was
the song was in it. The song, looking back on it now, I'm like, well, yeah, sure, they didn't let me do that. But the thing that sucked about it, though, is that I have this demo with Donald Glover. This is the end of the year thing. I'm already probably going to be fired. So I'm like, their minds are made up. But I pitched them. I'm like, please let me read this at the table. Like, this is all I want to be read aloud in front of everyone, because so much gets cut before anyone reads it other than whoever the head writer is, right? So it's like, and they didn't even let me show it.
What?
So I didn't even get to like,
hey,
I thought
everyone, you could show anything.
No. They only read like 36 to 40 sketches a week. So, and there's, when I was there were 16 cast members and 16 writers.
Everybody's
so it's like,
doing 2 per week, pretty much.
Some people are doing like 6 or 7. You know what I mean? Like, so if you're new, like you get 1. You might get 2. You know what I mean? So like, I'm like, please let this be my 1. So they didn't even let me do it. But I still have...
You have the demo?
This demo.
Do you have it on your phone?
I do, but I can't put it...
You can't play it? Can you play it here?
When you were asked... You
probably can't, huh?
You started out by saying, is there anything that you did there that you're like, they own it?
Right.
That's one where I'm like, if I ever... Someday, when I'm an older guy and they're done giving a shit, I'm going to like just kind of low-key release this random-ass demo from my time at S. I'm kidding. Yeah. But I just assumed they would sue me into the ground if I ever put it out.
Yeah, they might. So what was it about? What was the concept?
So the song was called "Have You Ever Been Horny?" in parentheses, in a place where you shouldn't be horny. And so they didn't let me do it. But and then I was like, why don't you let me do it? And they're like, it's just too much. And I was like,
too much?
Jizz in my pants.
Jizz in my pants and twin bed. They have a song about having sex in the twin bed
There's
while your
so
parents
many,
are in the house.
And they were like, they earned jizz in my pants. And I'm like, okay.
Dude.
Okay. Yeah. That was like my most, I was just like, fuck it. Let's see. But
what was the hook?
The hook is literally what is the main
like
hook
how
of the
like
song
how does it go?
Oh, it's have you ever been horny in a place where you shouldn't be horny? Have you ever been horny in a place where you shouldn't be, place where you shouldn't be? And it was like
that's
Donald
so
Glover
funny.
was just like all over it, and he's the fact that he's singing
is he just singing like melodies like filler, or is he singing lyrics?
Oh, he's doing cool. He's like sailing over top, and he's,
So
he's echoing me.
Were the main lyrics your lyrics to perform?
All of so the song would have been the two of us singing the song.
Oh man!
And I've played it at some stand-up shows where I had a buddy of mine etch out like a storyboard of what the video would have looked like. And I played
that's cool.
I have like a slideshow that I played.
Dude, you should keep doing that live at the very least.
But even then, I'm like scared. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, it's one of those things where.
But if you're not playing the recording, it's probably fine because it's conceptually. Oh, you are.
I'm not. I can't not.
You're playing
for live. For live.
Okay.
And I preamble it by being like,
Don't
chill,
tell anyone.
be chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
damn, that's funny though, dude. That's a funny concept, bro.
It's very stupid, very
so
simple,
dumb.
but it like the whole bit of the song is in like the first verse or two. It's like very obvious and things, and then I say like, have you ever been like cruising in a limousine? And then like the song like shifts very hard of like, hold up, like. Limousines are the sexiest vehicle there is. Like that's absolutely you should be horny in a limousine. So the song is very much like the period on it. It's very stupid to explain it without hearing it. But like as soon as you're like, no, you can have sex in a limousine. Never mind. And then it's like that's this like. But he's so good. Because he adds there's like an instrumental part of it at the end of the song where he's just being like, you can have sex in a limousine. You know what I mean? And it's so good. But yeah, man. It's
That's funny. At least you had that experience, man. With making him, and he gave you like a lot of positive energy.
Things like that, where it was like there were people that didn't need to be as nice to me as they were.
That's great. Yeah, that's great.
Will Ferrell was like that.
Oh,
I was
like, I'm sure.
Nicest, coolest, best dude, and was so nice to me in a way that he did not need to be like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially,
I wonder if that's because he remembers having like a hard time when he was starting. Because you hear all those stories about the '90s and early 2000s. Where it was just like dog eat dog over there.
It's still very much
probably
like
still is
just like that. It
has
not changed at all.